coursework 1 and coursework 2. Okay, if you fail, then you will, if you just marginally fail, you can still sit for your make good test to make, in order for you to sit for final. Okay, if let's say you feel badly, okay, you total up coursework 1 and coursework 2, you feel your mark is less than 45 marks, okay, because 50 is a threshold for you to pass. If less than 45 marks, then you're not allowed to sit for make good. So that means you straight away fail your course already. Okay, so please take note on that. All right. Okay, next, this is what I need you to understand. I will go through tomorrow, begin this tomorrow with you all. Okay. So now I mark your attendance. Is Brian, are you here?
Yes, good morning.
Today, still got 5 students, as same as last week. Okay. William?
Yes, Miss.
William must be outside, I guess.
No.
William, are you here?
Yes.
William? Are you here? Eileen?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Jiahui?
Yes, Miss. I am Chu William.
William, are you just
outside? My handfree got problem.
Is it? I thought you outside.
No.
Sure or not?
Yes, I am home.
At home, okay. Don't go out. Don't go outside, please, Please pay attention, Today's tutorial is very important, Okay. Today's tutorial is very important for your coursework too. Okay. Please pay attention, everyone. Jiahui?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Edward? All right. Yujuan? Okay. Julia?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Tai? Zinro?
Yes, Miss.
Esther? Esther? Not here. Ziyang? All right. Chun Xian?
Yes, Miss.
Din An? Nan?
Yes, Miss.
Min Yu? Wen Chiu? Wen Chen?
Yes. Yes, Miss.
Yes, Jun Xiang?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Hong Sing? Go Hong Sing? No, Martin?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Kian Fu?
Yes, Miss.
Kian Fu. Okay. Wan Qi?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Trini? Yao Kuang?
Yes, Miss.
Rachel?
Yes, Miss.
Jun Eun?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Tinny?
Good morning, Miss.
Tinny here or not,
Miss.
Yes, And Hyman?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So today is only settled on, absent. Only Esther absent. Esther? Esther, okay or not? Then let's start.
Miss. Hello, Miss.
Okay, so today is a tutorial. Okay, just a reminder, this week is your due date for you to submit your assignment. Okay, so you haven't submit, please watch out your your deadline is this Friday. This call is now being recorded. Okay, this Friday, so don't miss the deadline, otherwise mark will be deducted. All right. Okay, let's do the question 1. Are you okay with the stand? If it's too windy, you can slow it down. Okay, Jiahui, are you here? Dong Jiahui.
Yes, Miss.
Yeah, can you do the question 1?
Which of the following are credited to trial balance?
Credited to trial balance. The following transaction is item in go to trial balance. What is the item in credit to the trial balance normally? Asset, liability or equity? Wait, Jiahui,
Income.
can you talk louder? I can't hear you properly.
Income.
Huh? Jiahui,
Yes.
what is item inside? No, you don't give me an answer, but I want to ask you, what are the items will be showing in your trial balance? Asset item, liability item, or equity item?
Income.
Huh?
Income.
Income and some more?
Liabilities.
Also, can you hear? Okay, you type. I can't hear. I'm sorry, I really cannot hear you. Can you type what are the items in your chat box? I really can't hear you. Asset, is that asset skip or what? Asset, is it? Or liability or equity? Equity, okay, correct. Equity, some more? Some more? And liability. Okay, so remember, these are the 3 main items that's inside your, but it's a credit balance, it's credited in the trial balance. Okay, so, okay. So first of all, now we identify this 4. Opening inventory is what? What item is opening inventory? Tai? Very good. Okay. Remember, opening inventory is cost of goods sold. It's an expenses. Expenses is debit balance. So this one is out. Okay. Next one. Then overdraft. Jiahui? No, that is a liability. So this is yes. Sales. Sales is an income. Income is a credit side. Okay. And the salary and wages. This one is a expense. Okay. Expense is a debit side. So in this case, we only have these 2. Okay. Then overdraft and sales. Okay. 2 and 3. So answer should be B. Okay. It's B. Okay. Good. Next. Okay. Next one is Edward.
The following statement is false. The expenses and liabilities debit balance.
Alright. So this one is false. Which one is wrong? Expenses is the debit balance or credit balance?
Expenses is debit, but liability is credit.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, expenses is debit balance is correct. It's just that liability is wrong. Okay. Liability is not debit balance. Okay. Liability is a credit balance. So answer is wrong. B is wrong. This is a wrong one. Okay. Okay. Number 3. Eugene. Okay, so this one, which one is the incorrect match? That means it's wrong. Okay, false is also wrong, incorrect is also wrong. Okay, so bank loan is supposed to be a liability. Okay, it's a current liability, so it's supposed to be credit side. All right. Next, number 4, Julia.
With reference to the trial balance above, which of the following statement is not true? D. Bank balance of 1,000 is a liability to the business.
Bank balance of 1,000 is a liability to the business is wrong. Okay, let us look at the bank. Bank, isn't it, is a, this one is in the credit balance. So what does it mean by if the bank have a credit balance means what? This is a bank balance or overdraft balance. Clear? Bank we have, it can be debit balance, can be the credit balance. Okay, if the debit balance, that means we have money in the bank, so it's a debit balance, it's an asset. If we do not have bank money, but we actually draw some facility overdraft, then we have a credit balance. So this one is actually is overdraft. Okay, everyone take note now. This one is an overdraft, but because it's sitting in the credit side. So sometimes the question do not tell you this is overdraft. Okay, you have to be pandai to look at whether the bank is in the debit side or credit side. Okay, if the debit side, yes, it's a bank. Okay, it's an asset. If in the credit side, that means this is overdraft. Overdraft, that is a liability to the business. So no wrong, correct. So what's wrong? Which one is wrong? Okay, I give you some tips. Look at the rent here. Okay, look at the rent here. The rent is the debit side. The rent debit side is expense or income, Julia? Expenses, right? Because only expenses will be sitting in the debit side. So here, look at the C there. They say what? Rent received during the period amounting to 1780. This is correct or wrong? This one is the rent received or rent payment. 1780. Is the income or expenses?
Income.
Debit side is an expenses, isn't it? So now it's supposed to be expenses, isn't it? So, but C said the rent received during the period is 17. So this is not rent received. This is actually rent expenses. So answer should be C, yeah, not D, yeah. Okay. So you have to in exam, okay, you have not. They will give you a trial balance. Okay. Bank, don't look at the bank, then you straight away top. This is a bank. Okay, you have to see it's a debit balance and credit balance. And same goes to the rent. Okay, rent sometimes can be expense and sometimes it can be income. Some the question is good, they will tell you rent received is how much, rent is how much. But sometimes they give you rent. Both also got debit side and credit side also have. Then you have the panda, which one is the income, which one is expense. You have to differentiate yourself. Okay, so this is what you need to understand. The answer should be C, Julia. You understand now, Julia?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, number 5, Tai. Alright, okay, so it's not true again, not true. So this one, all these 3 items, just now already mentioned, liability, capital, or equity or revenue, these are all our credit balances. So it's not debit balance. So this is all wrong. Right? Okay, so this is section 1. Any questions for this? No, then we move on to the section 2. Okay, section 2, who is presenting the question? Section 2, question 1. Anyone? Who's the presenter? Hey students, you all make sure you don't oversleep. Okay, because every time if you say oversleep, okay, now it's okay. But when you go for coursework, you don't oversleep. I got one student last time, last semester, he overslept. Even we call him also, he oversleep. Then he will fail the coursework. He is a good student, but fail coursework. Reason is oversleep. Sure. Hey, who is presenting question 2 student? 为什么这方每次都是要人家教的？
Miss. I present lah.
Who present ah? Brian ah?
Me, Brian.
Why I was like is you, either you or the rest of you did assign is it or what? Okay, okay, you do lah. You're adult students, I cannot force you.
Explain the purpose of drawing up a trial balance.
Mm-hmm.
To check the arithmetic accuracy of the entries made in the ledger.
Alright, so the purpose, this is one of the purpose. Actually, there are more than one. Okay, anyone can tell me another one? Nah, anyone? If you know, you can turn on your mic or you type there also can. Yeah, actually more than one. One is if you're with this trial balance, it's actually easy for us to identify errors also, right? Because once you want at one glance, you can see whether if the balance you already know this is an error happen. Then you can very easy at one glance you can see, oh, which is it the debit and credit anything wrong or not? Okay, so that's like another purpose is to identify, okay, to help to identify or how to locate error. Okay, type yourself. Maybe Brian, you add in this in your answers. Okay, to help to identify error. And this another purpose is with this trial balance actually it's much more easy for you to prepare your financial statement. Imagine you have prepared your T account. Okay, after you post the T account, if imagine you don't have the trial balance, you have to post the T account straight away to P&L and balance sheet. It's very tough. Okay, but if you already post this this T account to your trial balance, then from trial balance only you post to your P&L and SOFP, then it's much easier, right or not? Right or not? So another one is to facilitate in preparing the financial statement. So these are the main three purposes to come up with the trial balance. Okay, good. So now we move on to this question 2. Brian, are you doing question 2?
Yes, it's here.
Okay, can you read the questions? What is the question 1 used to do?
Transfer all the balances in trial balance below to statement of profit or loss and statement of financial position.
Okay, so I don't want to see your question. I don't want to see your answer. I want to see your go to your questions then. Okay. The answer me. I inventory at 1st January. This one is what item? You have to tell me it's asset, liability, equity, expense, or income. So inventory at 1st of January is what?
Asset.
Is it opening inventory? Isn't an asset?
Oh,
If asset is supposed to go to your SOFP, isn't it? But where did you put your opening inventory?
yeah.
Yeah, this one is what? This section is called cost of goods sold, isn't it? So opening inventory is part of the cost of goods sold. So it's SOPL item. Okay? Understand? So opening inventory is not asset, but it's cost of goods sold. Alright? Can you like that? Cost of goods sold. So you go to SOPL. Okay? Everyone take note. Next one, office equipment, go to where? SOPL or SOFP?
SOFP.
SOFP under which section? Current, non-current asset?
Non-current asset.
Non-current asset. Okay, very good. Motor vehicle,
Motor vehicles, same.
same,
SOFP.
SOFP, non-current asset lah. Trade
Yes.
receivables,
SOFP, but current assets.
SOFP, current asset, correct. Bank,
Also current asset.
okay, so again, I want to highlight one more thing. When you see bank, you have to double check it's a debit balance, then only you say it's a current asset lah. If the bank, when the balances is the credit side, that is a current liability. So in exam, you have to be very careful on that, all right? So it's a bank is a SOFP, current asset, correct. Trade receivable, trade payables,
Current liability.
okay,
SOFP.
SOFP, current liability. Drawings,
SOFP, equity.
under equity, but you got to minus it from your capitals here. Loans,
SOFP, non-current liability.
non-current liability, yeah, good. Sales,
SOPL.
SOPL, okay, under revenue, the first line, revenue, right?
Pioneer.
Traces,
Under cost of goods sold.
okay, it's SOPL under cost of goods sold, okay, SOPL, cost of goods sold. Carriage outward,
This is expense.
so you go to SOPL,
SOPL.
okay, normal expenditure. Discount received,
SOPL under income.
okay, it's SOPL income, other income, discount allowed,
Expenditure.
okay, also it's a SOPL expenditure. Salaries,
Also SOPL expenditure.
also the expenditure. Capitals,
SOFP. The
Right.
equity there.
it's under equity. All right, so we have identified this already. And then look at the additional information. It says closing inventory as at 31st December amounted 10,000 for 50. This one is what? What information? This information, how you handle this information? Where you're supposed to enter?
Enter to the both SOPL and SOFP.
Okay, so under the SOPL, you enter in which section?
SOPL is cost of goods sold. Then
Cost of goods sold.
SOFP is under current asset.
Very good. Okay, so closing inventory wearing two hats. One is in the cost of goods sold and is minusing. Okay, it's minus from your purchases there. Okay, remember it's minus. And when you post it to your SOFP, current asset is a current asset. Okay, it's a positive figure. Okay, good. Now can I see your answers for your how much is the gross profit?
64,000.
64,000. Okay, so you have the sales item first, then you will have the subtotal for your cost of goods sold. Okay, so normally cost of goods sold is start of if you have opening inventory, you will have opening inventory, start with opening inventory, add with the purchases. Okay, if you have return outward, you will minus from the purchases first. Okay, then you have the net purchase. Then if you have any expenditure you need to add into the purchases or not? Here no, but normally there are some
Wages.
items. Sorry,
Wages.
wages. Yeah, yes, and beside wages, got one more.
Carriage
Okay,
inwards.
Carriage
Inwards.
inwards. Okay, so remember that. Okay, if you saw carriage inwards or wages, it should be part of your purchases cost. Then you will add into your purchases. All right, before you minus your closing inventory. Okay, so after you minus your closing inventory, then you will have your cost of goods sold. All right, so your cost of is 411 here. Okay, 411,000. So after that, you use your sales minus your cost of goods sold, you get a gross profit. Then you add in your other income. Then you have a total income. So it's 67,800, right? Yeah,
Yes.
and then you minus all your expenditure. So how much is your net profit?
23,200.
Okay, 23,200, correct? Then we go for your SOFP. Okay, so this 23200 is what? Is your equity. Okay, you will transfer this 23200 to your equity, add it to where? 23200 you will add it to capital, right? Okay,
Yes.
so you will have a capital, you add it to the capital there. Okay, so the total asset is how much? Do you get 134,950? Yes, huh?
Mm.
Okay, your equity part is the formula must be the same. Everyone student, you are expected to remember this formula. Okay, so non-current asset followed by current asset. Then after that you get the total asset. Then followed by the equity. Equity is capital at profit minus drawing. Then you have a closing. Okay, closing capital 66450. Correct. Non-current liability 50,000. Correct. Payable. Okay, correct. 13, so you get your subtotal 134,950. All right. Okay, so this is question 2. This is quite straightforward. Okay, now we go for section 3. Section 3, question 1. Also no presenter. Prior one, you didn't assign to your group member. This one, why nobody do that? Okay, if no, then I ask people to Cousin Row.
Yes, Miss.
We do section 3, question 1.
Wait, I see. But I do at the iPad.
Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. You
Can I-
not and then you show in the whiteboard.
Can I screenshot and show?
Can.
Can okay. Wait,
Maybe you can share. I send this example for you. Maybe you can paste it or answer that. No, are you okay or not? You join, just screenshot and show it into the Jamboard that I share with you all, the link. Then you just paste it. Actually, this one is very easy. Right now, this is only ask you to prepare a trial balance. They give you a list of asset balances. All right. So you just do it. Very quick one. Okay, before while waiting for Simro, maybe we can try to do it. Okay. Cash in hand is what? Oh, so small. Okay, cash in. Okay, Simro, can you just tell me cash in hand is debit side or credit side? Is asset or liability?
sorry, Miss. Can you repeat again?
Okay, look at the first item. They say the following balances were extracted from the book of Anita, trading as at 31st December, and then they ask you to prepare a proper trial balance, okay, for Anita. So look at the first item, cash in bank, 29,000 is asset or liability?
Asset,
Debit side or credit side?
debit side,
Debit, okay. Next, cash at bank,
Also same, except debit side.
Okay, motor vehicles,
Except debit side also.
as a non-current asset or current asset, motor vehicles.
Ah,
Motor vehicle is a current asset or non-current asset?
non-current asset.
Asset, lah. Sales,
Sale is current asset.
good. Sales is that current asset?
Sales is current asset. Sales is income.
If sales is current asset, then your sales should be in debit side, ma. But not your answer is the credit side. So sales is what?
Sales is income.
Yeah, sales is income. Okay, sales is income is a credit. Okay, so write down, jot down yourself, please. Okay. Right now with student, I don't expect people to tell me sales is the correct. Okay, sales 是你的 income， 你的叫什么？你那是 profit 销售吗 ？Right 了。Okay, access is something you can touch and can see. Okay, so no, you sell to your customer, your trade receiver is an asset, but sales is a revenue. Okay, 心柔不要搞错啊。
Okay.
Okay, trade payables.
Trade payable 是current liability.
Yeah, current liability. Okay. Purchases.
Purchases is income. Is this one income?
Purchases 你买货。Purchases is what? You buy something. Purchases is part your cost of goods sold, isn't it? Cost of goods, cost of 你们知道什么叫 cost of goods sold 吗？cost of goods sold 你的卖家成本啊，OK， 成本 ，OK， so purchases is part your cost of goods sold. This is a
expenses.
Expenses. So this is why it's debit 啊。新肉要 pick it up 了，过2个礼拜要考 coursework test 了 ，OK。不要再 slowly 这样 ，OK。Purchases is a cost of goods sold. Yeah, I forgot to record 係咪？要 record 啦。Somebody remind me. Anyway, yours all of you at then. Okay, which one? Next one is what? 我听到啊，我有按到 recording 啊，缩掉了，真的是热了，record 到我都傻。Okay, sorry, I start recording again. Now being recorded. Sorry. Here. Okay, payable purchases. Okay, now next one, office equipment.
Non-current asset.
Non-current asset. Okay, so it's debit side, yeah. Trade receivable.
Current asset.
Current asset, so it's debit side. Inventory. Okay, inventory here, you have to know this one is the opening or closing inventory.
Opening.
Why? Because you have to come up with a trial balance, then only you can find out your closing. So here we do not have a closing first. Okay, so this one is opening inventory. So this opening inventory is what? Opening inventory is asset or cost of goods sold?
Cost and goods.
It's a cost of goods sold. If you're not understand what is cost of goods sold, you look at just now Brian answer. In your SOP, the cost of goods sold comprises of opening inventory plus purchases. Am I right? So this is the cost of goods sold. So it's debit side or credit side? Huh? It's a debit side or credit side?
Debit side.
It's a debit side. Yeah? So you have to put your opening inventory as debit side. Alright. Next one, capital.
Capital equity.
Huh?
Equity.
Equity. Okay, correct. So it's credit side, right? Capital. Right. So bank loan.
Bank loan is non-current liability.
Okay, it's a current liability. Non-current. Bank loan is a non-current liability.
Non-current.
Salary and wages.
Salary and wages. Income.
What is income? You're paying salary and wages to your staff. It's income to you or
Expenses.
expenses. So therefore it's debit. Okay. Right. So can I see your answers? Can you scroll down a little bit? Why you got balance CD? Where they go? Why you got balance CD here? Trial balance shouldn't have any balance CD. You should have total debit side how much and credit side how much. The total is 332, 325, 350. Why you got one balance CD? You shouldn't have this now. Okay, zero. Your total should be correct. Your total is 332,250, right? Your answer is 332,250, right? 332,350, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give it? Why you got one balance CD? If you add in the 332, why you got balance CD? Okay, let me look at your trial balance. The sales 82,000. Do you have a sale 82,000 in debit side?
Yes.
No, credit side. Sorry, credit side. Okay, sales. Purchases 82. Purchases 82. Other. Sales and wages 8,005. Yes. Motor vehicle 65,000. Yes. 31,500 is for the office equipment. Did you put it in? Yes, Inventory 32,650. Oh, this is the opening inventory. The 32,600. So you delete off your balance CD. You put in inventory. 那个不是 balancing figure 来的。
哦。
No.
OK， 所以是写 inventory。
对。这个是 opening inventory 来的。OK， OK。For your information brother, sister, no balance CD. This one is not a T account. No balance CD and opening balance in your trial balance. So it should be debit and credit should be the same. All right. So the only things you want to have finding a figure is a capital. Sometimes we do not know how much is the capital. We use trial balance to help us to find capital on it. But you cannot have balance CD. Okay, zero. But it's good. It's a good mistake that you aware now. Okay, rather than you make this mistake during exam. Okay, 明白吗？
明白。
Okay, good. So we finish question 1. Now we go for question 2. It's a very challenging question. Let's go question 2. Who will volunteer want to do it? Brian, please you help me to assign student to do lah. Every time always So now
Okay. Next week I assign.
You always next week, also next week. Next week. So who do? Nobody do. Who want to volunteer do question 2?
I can do.
You do 我发现是要自己做完全部，所以他不要晒给人家是吗？Brian OK， 你做。
Can see indeed.
I'm still loading. Okay, before I look at your answer, I want to look at the question first. Okay, can you show us the question as well?
Bill Sankey is a
Can
sole
you show us the
proprietor.
question first?
Oh, wait. I just share entire screen. Can see. I think can see, right?
Can see the
Ah.
question.
Bill Sankey is a sole proprietor who keeps records of his cash and bank transactions. This transaction of for the month of March 1st.
Okay, the
Cash
one
in hand.
to stop. Okay, every time I ask students, after you read the header already, next step is not read the body, read the what? Read the bottom part, read the requirement. What is the question one for you to do that? Okay, so what is the requirement?
T accounts. Ledger.
What T account? Like record the above transaction into the T account or the ledger account. Okay, and part B.
Prepare statement of profit or loss for the month ended 31st March.
Okay, so why I want you to make a habit to read the requirement, because sometimes the question asks you to open T account, but sometimes the question asks you to do the journal entry. Okay, journal entry, that means to say you do not open the T account, just debit, credit, not. All right, so you need to be very, very careful on that. All right. Okay, now T account. Okay, now you can go for the body. Okay, first March.
1st of March, cash in hand 400 ringgit, cash at bank 600 ringgit.
Okay, what is it? How
Balance
do-
at
Yes, be careful, student. This one is opening balance because they already tell you cash in hand. That means in your cash you already have this amount already. So it's a balance BD. It's not a capital industry contribution. Okay, so you will debit your cash account, and the particular you should put balance brought down, balance BD. All right, and same goes to your bank. Okay, look at Brian answer. Okay, 600 balance BD also. All right, good. Next one.
Ford Sankey received a check for 1,200 ringgit from W. Abbott, which was paid directly into the bank. This represented cash sales.
All right. So what is the double entry here? It's a cash deal, but you're receiving check and you bank
Debit.
contract.
Debit bank credit sales.
Okay, debit bank and credit sales. Okay, 4th March. Okay, debit your bank. Okay, and credit to your sales account and success account. Okay, good. Next.
6 paid wages in cash 60 ringgit.
What's the double entry?
Debit wages credit cash.
Okay, can you see answer? Debit wages 6th of March. Can you highlight that? 60 and credit your cashier. Wages and credit cash account. All right. Next.
10th. 8 sold goods for cash 300 ringgit.
Okay, so
Oh, it's
cash is a cash sales. So
debit cash credit sales.
okay, debit your cash account and credit your sales account. Simple.
10th. Received cash from G-Smart for 600 ringgit in full settlement of a debt of 640 ringgit. This was paid directly into the bank.
Right. So you receive a cash from G-Smart. Who is G-Smart?
Trade receivable.
Yeah, okay. So G-Smart is owing you money, it pays you. So you debit to where? Debit to
Debit bank.
bank 600. Okay, so you credit. But G-Smart actually owing you how much? 600?
640.
40. Okay, so in other words, that actually you're giving him discount of 40, right? So you first of all you have to debit your bank first, debit 600, highlight the 600 in the debit bank account, and then credit to your G-Smart. Okay, 600. This is the first entry. Okay, debit bank, credit G-Smart, And the second entry to deal with the discount allowed, so you will debit.
Debit discount allowed. Credit trade receivable.
Yeah, okay.
Smart.
You will debit discount allowed and credit. Credit G-Smart lah, trade receivable. Alright, good. Next.
11th, paid sundry expenses in cash fund 48 ringgit.
Hmm.
So debit sundries account and credit cash.
Okay, this is simple. Debit sundry, credit cash. Alright. Next.
14th, purchase goods by check for 1,400 ringgit.
Okay, purchase good. So debit.
Debit purchases, credit check, credit bank.
Purchases. Okay, you're going to open the purchases account. So purchases account. Okay, debit purchases. Credit to your bank.
Okay.
This one.
Now it's 18. Paid J Sender a check of 190 ringgit in full settlement of a debt of 210 ringgit.
Okay, so here who is J Sender?
Trade payables.
Payables. Okay, so you're gonna pay him 190, but actually you're owing him 210, right? So you're giving a discount receipt. Okay, show me the double entry. Debit. Okay, you will credit your bank 190 and debit to
Trade payable.
your purchase center. Okay, then the next one you have to record the discount receipt. Okay, so you debit, pay the trade payable and credit to
Oh, sorry. Credit the discount received account.
okay, discount receipt. Okay, next.
23rd, withdrew 25 ringgit from the bank to pay the office cleaning company.
Okay.
So debit office cleaning, credit bank.
Okay, debit office cleaning. This is the office expense and credit to your bank. Okay.
Okay, so 24th, paid wages in cash 60 ringgit.
Alright, so you will debit to
Wages,
wages,
credit
16,
cash.
and credit cash. Because now we already done this transaction before. Okay, next one.
Sold goods for cash 380 ringgit.
This is
Debit cash,
sales.
credit sales.
Debit cash, credit to your sales.
Credit sales here. Paid salary by check 240 ringgit. So debit salary, credit bank.
Debit salary, credit bank. No?
Retained cash amounting to 600 ringgit and paid the remaining to the bank.
This one. This one is you need to find the contra amount. Okay, so they say that they want you to remain the cash balance 600. The difference you will have to bank into the bank. Okay, so how you get the 312, the contra amount?
The debit side I total up first.
Right?
Then the remaining is 912. So I leave the balance 600 and the rest
You get the
transfer to bank.
Yeah, so you need to insert the balance CD first. Okay, normally balance CD is a balancing figure, but this one is the other way around. You have to put in your balance CD because the correction tell you need to remain your cash balance at 600. So you have to put balance CD 600 and then work backwards. Okay, so you will get a 312, 212, and this is a contra. You will credit your bank account, debit to your bank, 312. Okay, so you may put in remark, this is a contra, okay? So all this transaction has been done, and by right we're supposed to close all the ledger account, but because the question asks us to only close the item to the P&L, they didn't ask us to open SOFP, so we do not need to close the balance item, okay? So we hope that, so we will do only the P&L item. Okay, which one is the P&L item?
Sales account.
Sales account, okay, you pick one, you just highlight in any color on the header, sales account. Okay, sales account is income, wages account is expenses. Trade receivable, yes or no?
No.
No. Discount allowed, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, this one is expense. Sundry, yes. Purchases, yes. All right. Trade payable, no. Office cleaning, yes. Salary, yes. Okay, so those that Brian highlight in the, they use the red color one. Okay, it's the P&L item, or we call it statement of profit and loss item. So you will close this and then transfer it. So normally when we close it to SOPL, we do not, those P&L item, we do not balance CD. We do what? As a month end, we close it to SOPL. So can you change go to your salary, sales accounts there, your balance CD, change it to SOPL. Ryan, go to the
Sorry?
Go to the sales account.
Mm.
Okay. At 31st March there, the debit side at 31st March, balance CD, right? You change the balance CD. Even when we put forward, we won't go forward. We post to the P&L already, then we won't go forward already. So you post it to SOPL. That means this figure will be posting to SOPL. Okay, so next month you will start out with a new figure. 不用 balance CD. Okay, 不用 balance CD. 只有 asset liability equity 才有 balance CD 的。Okay, unless
okay, so same one.
全部都是去把它换成 SOFP。Okay, 就是 next year onward 我们有新的 expenses。Okay， 我们不会 brought forward 我们的 expenses 或 income 的，只有 asset liability 是 brought forward 罢了。Okay, so you change all the balance CD, you change it to SOPL.
Oh.
Okay, 你慢慢自己 change 啊。Okay, 我们 continue. 等着你 change 啊。Okay, I want to continue. I want to see the P&L. I want to see a P&L. So we have income 1880, correct? So we have purchases. Okay, you see, everyone look at the cost of goods sold. Okay, you have purchases and wages. Okay, so remember wages is part of your purchases cost. And after that, we have the 1520 is the cost of goods sold. Okay, 你的成本价 okay, so you use your 销售 minus your 成本价 then gross profit is your 盈利 okay, gross profit is the profit lah. Then after that, you add in your income, you will have the discount received, correct? Okay, after that, you add together with your gross profit, you will get total income. 380 is your total income, right? Then you will have an expenditure. The for expenditure total is 353. Okay, so you will use the total income 380 minus 355, you will get net profit 27. All right, so this is quite simple, isn't it? So in exam, it come out like this, easy or not? Can do, Okay, this is questions 2. Section 2. Section 3. No, section 3 done already. Section 4. Section 4 is extra question. Who have tried section, this one, my gift. Never try this. Anyone try that? 有没有人做？有人考生死了。Okay. Nobody do? Okay, so never mind. I show you this question answer. I want everyone do this question. Question 4, question 1. Question 2, very simple one. Okay. Question 1. Oh, before I forget, I actually posted 3 questions, revision question in your trial balance, in your Google Classroom. So you may I will go through one question with you tomorrow in your lecture. Okay, you can try to do your question 1. Okay, then the remaining you try yourself. So now question 1, the question section 4, question 1. I show you the answer. Okay, those who have tried it, you do you check your answer. Those who haven't tried it, I want you to try it now. Okay. Okay, so this is a question 1 for section 4, question 1. Okay, the T account I didn't show to you first. Okay, I show you the trial balance. Okay, trial balance, you check your trial balance answer. If you have tried it, you check your trial balance answer. See whether your total debit should be 32,660. You got it. You try or not? You do it. You get 32,660. No. You get that. Check your figure. Okay, those have tried, I want you to try, look at your trial balance first. Okay, it's easy for you to check your trial balance. Then if you cannot get this figure, then you see which figure is wrong. Then only easy for you to trace back your error. Suppose to open the account, but before you open after you open the T account, then you have a trial balance. So all of you get the trial balance answer or not? Get that? It's 322. So this how much is your problem? this okay. Then SOPL. Okay, so SOPL, you just jot down what is the net profit. Okay, this is the net profit 1740. Of course, you need to know how to come up with this P&L, And then SOFP, your total asset should be 27,150, 27,150. Okay, and this is your liability. You check your answers, Those have tried it, you check your answer. Those haven't tried, you screenshot that, you try it yourself. I want you to try first before you copy my answer. Okay, no point for you just find copy and then you submit the question to me. The question and submit the answer to me. It's no point. Okay, it's waste your time only. So I give you the answer is for you to check later. When you done your questions, you've done your answers, you have questions, then you try to check your answer. Okay, so this is the trial balance.
Miss. The return outwards for the question 2. I think it's debit. This one.
This one the outward is debit
or maybe it's return inwards.
Return inward?
Because return outwards is for the sales one, right? Control the sales one. Then sales is credit, so return outwards is debit. Or you read the question wrongly. It's inwards.
Return
inwards then is balance rate.
Side. Return outward is your good returns to your supplier, not sales. Your good returns, return outward is good return to your supplier. It's credit side. What's wrong? Nothing to do with your sales. Return hours is to reduce from your purchases, not your sales. Return inward is minus from your you return inward is from your customer, return outward is to your supplier 嘛 ，right 吗？
Oh,
What is the double entry for return outward? OK， 问你一个问题，什么 ？What is a double entry for return outward?
return outwards. It's not sales control. I thought it's control
Huh?
sales.
谁叫你直接 control？ 你可不可以直接 control？ 你是不是啦 ？return outward 是什么 double entry？David，
Debit return outwards. No credit.
outward。
Oh, so it's debit trade payables and credit
Yeah.
return
Debit
outwards.
payable credit
Return outwards.
return outward。OK， 写下来啊 ，double entry for your
Okay.
return outward 啊。来，我们写一起。Return outward 啊 ，debit debit trade payable。and the credit trade return outward. Okay. Okay, so 这个是你还货给你的 supplier， 所以你 debit 你的 trade payable。为什么你要 debit 你 trade payable 呢？trade payable 是你的 liability 嘛，对不对？如果你还货给他，你是不是欠他比较少钱了？所以你不是 debit 你的 liability 咯 ，seems reasonable 吗？对不对？这个是 double entry for return outward 啦。return inward 呢？什么 double entry 啊 ？Ryan？
Debit return inwards, credit
return
trade
inward
receivable.
credit trade receivable 啊，所以
Yes, yes.
就是所以你这个是你 customer 还货给你吗 ？OK， so 你不是 credit 你的 customer 咯，他现在他 credit 你的 customer 等于是他欠你比较少钱了 ，OK。Then next question 我want to ask 你们呢，看你们有没有想一想，如果现在你 customer， 而且你还货给你的 supplier。Okay, 你 debit trade payable credit return outward。Then OK， 再怎样我还了货，然后你的 supplier 要 refund 钱给你啦。Okay, let's say after you return the good, this is a double entry. You debit trade payable credit return outward. But now your supplier refund to you for the return outward. 什么 double entry? The supplier refund to you. 是还钱给你。What is the double entry? Refund. Refund from trade payable for the goods return. 来，我们做一下，给 exercise 你的脑。Everyone think about this. What is if I give you one? Okay, before that you already return goods to your supplier. Okay, if you return outward to your supplier, returns goods to your payable or supplier. So 你就是这样咯，你的 double entry 就是 debit trade payable credit return outward 嘛，这个是你的 double entry 嘛。然后过了2天，你 return 了 good， 你当然要跟他拿回钱，对不对？没有理由你只是换了货就算了的嘛。So 现在你的 trade payable 要还钱给你。So 你什么 double entry 来？全部知道不知道？要派你的 answer 去 message 给我看。What is a double entry? Any ratio 是什么 ？Capital amount is recorded as additional capital. Rachel, what you means on your capital account? Okay, I come back to you for you, Rachel. Let us settle this refund. What is a double entry? Debit where and credit where? Debit trade payable credit purchases. 可以。Because 我不要亏损的。Okay. Come again, everybody. Debit check, credit trade payable. Then 还有吗？OK， 我知道很多人因为这想到你们要减去 purchases， 对，我们是要减去 purchases。可是你看啊，你看这边 开一，你看这边 purchases 来，我们不直接买，我们是会 show 一个 separate line for return hour 的，看到吗？看到吗？是我因为 net purchase 的，所以我们不会直接去 minus 我们的 purchases， 我们会放一个另外一条 line for return hour。So this is why a return hour account is created. We do not directly credit for purchases. Okay, so 在这边我们只有 minus purchases when in SOPL. Yeah. Okay, careful, 不错哦。If the let's say the fund refund us to the bank, okay, we should supposed to debit our bank. Either 看 supplier 给我们 check 还是 cash 哦。如果是给我们 check 我们 debit bank, and 我们永远不可以放这个 return hour forever 的。OK， 如果现在好像let's say 我们 refund 给他，我们 return 给他100块 ，OK， 所以我们已经 reduce 上面100块，这边就是100块，这个是哪来？这个是哪来？诶，这个是哪来 minus 掉这个的？对啊，那就 offset 了。All right, so we will credit to where? We will credit offset this trade payable. OK， 就是讲现在他已经还给我钱，我们会 trade 回去，不是trade payable。OK，trade payable。所以这边就是 offset 了。然这个是我们会 offset 去的 purchase 的，明白吗？所以这个是 refund。Then at the end, 那个 the effect is the trade payable is offset already, and then 我们会收到100块 for 那个 return， 那这个 return 就会 minus 去我们的 purchases。这个点思考一下 ，is a further thinking. Okay, so because in the syllabus we only teach you how to enter the return inwards and return outward. Okay, we did not further teach you how to get the refund. Okay, but because of this group, a lot of curious students, so I teach you more. If you confused, don't care. Okay, you just stop here enough. Okay, 这个是 additional bonus for your own. 可以啊。如果你就 confuse， 你就知道那个 return hour 打板去。Okay, welcome back to Rachel. Rachel, what do you mean by your capital amount is reported as additional capital? What do you mean? Which one? You mean the SOFP? This one? Oh, okay. So this one, because you just put capital because there's no addition. Is it additional? Let me check. The question is the started, right? So this one no need. Okay, sorry. This one you just put. There's no additional. You just put it as 10,000. It's the started, so this one no. It is. I think this one I. Okay, you add your profits. All right, Rachel. Thanks for highlighting this. Sometimes that's why I don't want to share my suggested answer directly to students. I don't want to follow because I'm sure every suggested answer for one and there is a small error. Okay, so sometimes you highlight to me. I didn't say my answer is 100% correct. Okay, right. Okay, 可以吗？还有什么东西要问我 before I end the sessions? Hey, one more thing I want to highlight to you. Okay, so for this one, okay, balance for the month. Okay, look, for you close for 1 month for the month. If they tell you for the year, then they have to show for the year and in exam. If you ask you to find to prepare the statement of profit and loss and the SOFP, right? You need to fill in. You need to give me a proper header. That means you need to give me the company's the business name. Then statement of profit and loss is for the year ended. Okay, you have to put you cannot just put statement of profit and loss full stop. No, you have to tell me which year, which month, or which year. Okay, so this is why I always ask you to look at your requirement is for which month closing. So normally it's here they will tell you as when okay for the month of what. So here they put for the month, then you have to follow for the month. Okay. If for the year, then you have to follow for the year. That means the whole year they're progressing the whole year. This is money. Normally we close yearly basis. Okay. And then for the SOFP, statement of financial position, we will put as at for the year ended is as at 31st December. If they give you the year, you put in the year as well. Okay. So these are the things that you need to aware. Okay, and trial balance is asset 你知道什么分别 for the year ended asset 吗？什么分别？Brian, do you know what is the difference between for the month ended and asset? This date.
Sorry, repeat again.
Yeah. What's the difference if I put the header is for the month ended as the 31st?
The whole transaction is end at 31st March. I mean the whole account.
都有什么分别？这个 for what？ 这个是 for account， 这个呢？
这个啊？I don't know.
Anyone feeling? Anyone? Okay. For the month 就是讲你 start from the first, let's say so or I don't know when he start now. Maybe it's for the whole month of March. 这个是整个月到这个月为止就 stop 了。这是 for the month of March。这个 asset 就是放那天你的 asset 是这个 value。OK， 可能 after 31st March 这个 value 会变动。OK， 这个是 for that date address that amount. This one okay is a whole year or whole month amount. So 有点不同的。现在你看 ，OK， 如果你现在解释不到，因为你还没有看到里面的 adjustment。OK， 所以你现在我要你们 take note 是 when you prepare account, please make sure for the P&L is for the year, for the month or for the year ended. Okay, for the SFP is as at 就是当天的这个东西。
So it's the 31st March. The value is that is it?
The 31st March is the closing period the closing period Every company they will have a closing financial year one. 不一定是 31st December 的 You can choose any financial year. Okay, so 如果你的 financial year， 那像我要做我的 financial year 是 start from 1st January， 这样我一定是 end at 31st December。一个 financial year 就是你12个月，你可以 start from 1st January， 你可以 start from 1st February， 你可以 start from 1st March。OK， 如果你 start from first February， 这样你的 financial year end 就是明年 next year 31st January next year。OK， 总之是12个月。OK， 如果你 start from 1st March， then your financial year end will be 28 or 29 of February next year. Okay, so 这个就是你的 financial year end，year end closing date 啦哈，我们讲的 closing date， 这是 closing date。So 通常 question 会给你它的 closing date 是几时的，所以不要乱放啊，不要跟我放 31st December， 你这个 31st December 不一定的，所以你 depends on the question. Here they put 31st March because the question is put 31st March. Okay. All right, and so okay, before I forget, I want everyone try the question, the extra question. This is my gift shop. My gift shop. Okay, like this. Let me assign the question first. Okay. Oh, this is group 2. Section 4, question 1. This 个星期六教可以吗？可以啊。
哇 ，Miss U 这个星期六啊，哇，星期六很忙一下哦，可以星期日吗？
星期日啊？
啊，
来啦，你礼拜2不用准备，总之你3个就可以了。 看谁还欠我功课先啊？两个人有说我 tutorial 5，所以啊，两回他们也是要还债
什么东西？星期六
啊？哦，还没有 due date。
功课
啊，assignment 啊，OK。
OK， 来了 ，OK，tutorial 5，tutorial 5是什么来的啊？忘记了，我们在说什么 ？tutorial 5
Brian 不是 assignment 啊，是这一课啊。assignment 星期五。
assignment。
啊，这个 extra question 啊，
对，
哦，这 journal entry 也是重要的
这里
哦。
做了
OK
就我
你们呆呆呀，next week，next Saturday 一定要交给我啊，全部。
你不是做了的咩？
有些人啦，还有些人没有做啦。好像是2个没有做嘛。我觉得5、6、7、8那些。Before your coursework test 啊，因为是什么？一定有原因让你们做了 before coursework test 的，当做 revision 啊，不然啊 ，OK， 都做了 ，good 咯，反来咯，再做多一次啊，不用准备给我再做多一次这个 revision。或者你们可以I also have submit share with you some past year questions。你们如果很勤力，因为每一个 semester student 一定会讲不够 question job， 是不是？所以 OK 给你们够 question 做，再不够去 ebook 再做 ，OK 做到你还厉害过我为止。OK 啊，course 你 go to your lecture Google Classroom. Okay, there are 3 revision questions. Okay, 这个是教你怎样 prepare your financial. 这个我 highly recommend 那些 student 没有读过 accounting 的 ，OK， 去做完全部 ，OK， familiarize yourself， 怎样 prepare your financial statement，OK， so 我不知道哪个是谁啦，你们自己知道自己是谁去做 ，OK，then 如果做过 accounting 的。如果 accounting 的也不要太过自大啦，OK 也去做1-2集 ，OK very simple one just prepare your financial P&L right and this one is 做什么？这个是 P&L 和 financial statement 哦 ，OK 做这个 very simple 就是要帮他们给你一个 trial balance， 这个没有 complete 的，没有 complete 到。This question is actually I got it from the ebooks one. Okay, if you have ebooks, you can go and check. You can try out in the extra tutorial question I assigned to you. Okay, and if those after finish also not enough, okay, then another 2 more past year question for you to try. 不过这个 I think you save it for your final revision 啊。Okay, so you just try this 2 first. This one is revision question. Okay, 就是这么简单。No question, we stop here. Those have ebooks. Okay, I would actually highly recommend you to do all my tutorial question I assign in your ebooks. Okay, 你绝对不会后悔。Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Miss.
大舅 miss。
小朋友都不要跟出去呗。